Hello random viewers and welcome to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. I think I've fixed all of my audio issues. It shouldn't sound so bad. I know some of my videos lately, things have sounded pretty terrible. So I think I fixed that. That should be good. Yes, we have many things to do today. Let's start with this probe, which is supposed to be going to Minmus. I believe it has a maneuver planned. That's in a little while. We will time warp there, do that maneuver, and check for contracts. Alright, here's a contract. We've got 3 days before our maneuver. I'm going to accept this because I have a ship that can do orbital flights. It is called the Scorpius. I actually named my Space Engineer's ship after this one. Or I named this one after the Space Engineer's one. I actually cannot remember which order it was in. But I actually do believe that this ship came first. Wait, nope, this is the Scorpius version 2. That thing's still in development. I apologize for that. Here we go, the Scorpius 01. I believe it can be retrofitted with some newer technologies to allow for unmanned missions. So let's give it a nice, expensive, advanced probe core on there. Alright, here we go. The Scorpius has been updated. Yeah, so it should be ready now. Instead of Bill, Jebediah, and Bob, what we can do is we can just load up all the tourists. I gave it a probe core, so it should be able to fly completely unmanned. Terrifying for the tourists, but I honestly don't care, so yeah, that should be great. We will save this. I do think that's everything. They just want a suborbital and an orbital flight, so if I just go into orbit, it fulfills both those requirements. It's great. So yes, we will launch this. And this is one of my reusable rockets, that's why I like it. It's very cheap for me to launch. This thing starts very slow, but it's very efficient. That's what I like about it. I haven't flown this thing in a while. It's great. I hope this doesn't damage anything. 3. We're down. Alright, I will retract the air brakes. We don't need those. Then we get to recover this stage, which makes for huge returns of money. Okay, so almost 20,000 funds from recovered parts. If we look at how much it cost to launch the rocket, it costs 57,000. So, now that we've cut that down to about just 29,000 to launch the thing, we get even more back when we get the capsule back. There's a lot of components up there. That costs a lot. We'll get another 5,000 back. So basically, by doing this recovery system, it costs half as much to launch the rocket. Then you're just basically paying for fuel in the second stage, and that's about it, as far as costs go. Oh, I don't know if I was recording all that. I may have gotten it reversed. Anyways, we did our re-entry burn if it wasn't on camera, and yeah, we'll be re-entering the atmosphere pretty soon. Uh-oh, it looks like we're landing in the mountains. It's not where I intended to land. Oops. Okay, there we are, and recover the vessel. Okay, let's see. Ferry them to their destination. So lots of reputation. They gave me money, and they gave me money. That's good. Yeah, one of those itineraries for one of them paid for the launch. So that's, I don't know, 2/3% profit, so that's pretty good, I think. Here is the burn that will take this probe to Minmus, and from there hopefully we can fling it out to Duna. We'll see. Well, that looks pretty good. That's going to fling us almost straight out. I've actually decided to bring this probe to a stop at Minmus. I'm not going to land or anything, but just go into orbit. Just because we're at such a terrible time to transfer to Duna, it would take us such a ridiculous amount of fuel. Do we technically have the fuel? Maybe, just barely, but if we wait a few months, or even 1 month, we can significantly cut down on fuel expenditure. Now it's time for some more tourism, so it's actually the exact same mission for very similar prices, but even more reputation, so yeah, why not? Money making is nice. And there we are down. That's 2 for 2. That's surprising. I usually fail miserably. We recovered 14,000 opposed to 19,000, so we need to land closer to the KSC. Well, this was unexpected and completely accidental. I was just seeing how high the Scorpius could go. It can go to the moon and still have plenty of fuel for returning. I can't get super close to the moon, but we can take tourists on flybys of the moon with this thing. That's really crazy. I finally found a maneuver and way to get this probe to Duna faster than the Ares ship. I had to leave Minmus, but yeah, it's about time to go for that. Very inefficient, but this ship has tons of fuel, and I have enough. It'll only burn through about half of my remaining fuel, if my calculations are correct. Well, it's more like if Kerbal Engineer is correct and if I can do basic subtraction. I'm actually running out of time, so I'm not going to be able to finish the Ares ship today by putting up the crew in that last piece. But I should be able to finish it next episode and then set it off towards Duna as well. So that should be great. Good, still 100% signal strength. So yes, I will see you next episode. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. And post all suggestions you can possibly think of in the comments. I want to hear anything you have to say. Thanks again, and I hope you all have a very nice day.